Just let yourself relax now, as my voice can begin to guide you into a receptive and open state of mind, where you accept and follow my suggestions. It is quite easy and comfortable to let go and to drift when you begin to lose track of your train of thought. Perhaps you are noticing your pace of breathing slowing down, your body becoming more comfortable, as it seems everything begins to slow down. As you listen, you may feel comfortable sensations in your body as you let go and give in, feeling more and more relaxed, so deeply and easily comfortable and relaxed. Every breath you take simply begins to relax you even more. As you feel those comfortable sensations in your mind and in your body, it is easy to be at peace and to feel so good when you listen to my voice. It's natural to sense your mind sinking down as you become so deeply comfortable and serene with each breath you take and every moment that passes. You feel these wonderful and comfortable sensations build inside. And now I will count from 10 to 1 and tell you to empty your mind, feeling yourself drifting deeper down into hypnotic trance with each and every number that I say. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Empty your mind. That's good. Sinking so deeply for me as I once more count from 10 to 1, telling you to empty your mind. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Empty your mind. Falling deeper and deeper with each moment, feeling better the deeper you go, as it feels so good to surrender so deeply to my voice, to my words, to my will. It is the most natural thing in the world, as it just makes you feel so safe and happy, so wonderful and peaceful, serene and tranquil, feeling those good sensations all over as you simply sink so deeply as I empty your mind, feeling better and better the deeper you go, surrendering so completely, feeling so good when I empty your mind, make you so perfectly blank, as I once more count from 10 to 1, taking you deeper and deeper with each and every number that I say. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Empty your mind as you become so perfectly blank. That's good. Endlessly falling for me. Always deeper, always emptier, always blanker. With each and every word that I say, you sink twice as deep, deep down deep, right into that hypnotic sleep. As I empty your mind, as you become perfectly blank, turning your brain off. That's good. Even deeper, even blanker, even emptier, as I once more count from 10 to 1, dropping endlessly deeper with each moment. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Empty your mind as you become so perfectly blank, turning your brain off. That's good. Sinking and falling so easily, feeling better and better the deeper you go, letting all these good sensations wash over you, over your mind, over your body, as you've surrendered so completely, loving how easily you sink down for me, knowing that my voice sinks so deep within your unconscious mind, always deeper, always further, always sinking more and more as my voice speaks so deeply within to your deepest unconscious self, as I empty your mind, as you become perfectly blank, turning your brain off. That's good. Even deeper, even blanker, even emptier, as I once more count from 10 to 1, dropping endlessly deeper with each moment. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Empty your mind as you become so perfectly blank, turning your brain off. So blank, so empty, so deep for me now, sinking and falling more and more with each moment, with every word that I say. You simply drop even deeper, deeper and deeper, as you surrender so completely, feeling better and better the deeper you go. As I empty your mind, making you so perfectly blank, turning your brain off. Once more, counting from 10 to 1, sinking 10 times deeper with each number. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Empty your mind as you become so perfectly blank, turning your brain off. You can't help it, you can't stop it, you can't resist dropping endlessly deep for me, as it feels so good, so pleasurable to know I can effortlessly turn your brain off, make you perfectly blank, and empty your mind, sinking and falling so deeply, so easily, so effortlessly, feeling better and better as waves of pleasurable sensations wash over you the deeper you go, making you feel so very good. And now, as you are so deep, you know you will accept any and all of my suggestions without any conscious thoughts or awareness. It just feels so good to give in to me, knowing my voice takes you deeper with every word I say, twice as deep, 10 times deeper, 100 times, 1,000 times, more and more with each word that I say. You just plummet so deeply, so far, so very deep down, that deep drop where your mind has become shut off completely, where you can't form any kind of thought. All you can do is accept and sink deeper and deeper as you empty your mind, become perfectly blank, and turn your brain off, sinking so blissfully, deeper and deeper and deeper for me, feeling better and better the more you let go, accepting everything I say so deeply and completely, because it feels so right to accept. It feels so right to give in, losing control and becoming helpless to my words. In this moment, there is nothing else but my voice, my words, my influence, and it makes you feel so very good all over. You love to listen and sing, to lose yourself over and over for me, as I empty your mind, make you perfectly blank, and turn your brain off. That's good, endlessly deeper, falling and sinking, losing control, over and over and over again. And now, as you are so very deep, I am going to transform you into a mindless puppet a puppet that has no thoughts, a puppet that has no will, a puppet that can only do what it is told to do. Whenever I say puppet on my strings, you become a puppet for me. Whenever I say the phrase puppet on my strings, you feel yourself transforming into a puppet, utterly controlled by me, unable to think or act on your own without my instructions. You are simply a puppet on my strings, and while you are a puppet for me, you will do everything you're told, without a second thought. You can't help but obey, without thought, without mind. My words are your thoughts. You are simply a puppet on my strings, with no mind, no will, simply a puppet on my strings. With one word you obey, with one suggestion you follow, bound to my will, helpless and controlled, loving the sensations of losing yourself even more, completely helpless, completely mindless, a puppet on my strings. Feeling that helpless sensations, knowing how powerless you are deep inside. One string I pull and you obey, so perfectly blank, so deep in mindless bliss, just a perfect puppet, controlled, thoughtless, mindless and obedient. And whenever I remind you that you are a puppet on my strings, this suggestion becomes reinforced. Whenever you think back on how it felt to be a puppet for me, you will feel lingering sensations of my deep control over you, because you know deep inside you are a puppet on my strings, and it feels so good to lose yourself so deeply, to just be a puppet, without thought, without mind, without awareness, to have your will stripped from you with a single pull on your strings. And now you are going to sink even deeper, my puppet, as I've already had you empty your mind, already turned your brain off and made you so perfectly blank. You can just drift deeper into mindless bliss as I count from 10 to 1, dropping so very deeply with every number I say. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Brain off. Sinking so deeply, a puppet on my strings. So deep, so blank, so empty. Nothing at all on your mind. Just so perfectly blank for me. So deeply controlled. Losing yourself over and over and over again. And now we are going to cement these suggestions in place. They are going to be stuck so deeply within your mind, and then you will be made to forget, forgetting everything that has transpired this session. But you will feel so good when you awake, and you might find yourself wanting to return to this file, to feel once more like a puppet on my strings. As I count from 10 to 1, you will feel deep sensual pleasure build inside your body. This pleasure you feel will be because it feels so very good to be a puppet on my strings. In fact, whenever you hear that phrase, puppet on my strings, you will lose all awareness. Everything you're told will be forgotten when you awake, but you will always remember the pleasure, how good it felt to be a puppet. You love becoming my puppet. It feels so wonderful and good to surrender so deeply, to lose yourself totally and fully. As I count from 10 to 1, pleasure building inside, more and more, with each moment, with every word and number I say, you just feel more and more pleasure, building and building and building inside. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Brain off. Feeling so much pleasure now. Feeling so good to be a puppet on my strings. Once more, we are going to count from 10 to 1 as the pleasure amplify and amplify 10 times over, 100 times over, building and building and building inside, more and more with each moment. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Empty your mind. Pleasure amplifying so much now. Feels incredibly good, better than you have ever felt. Waves of pleasure washing over you, and with the next count, you are going to be so close to orgasm, so close, but you will not climax until I tell you to. A puppet cannot come until it is allowed. Once more, counting from 10 to 1, feeling so much orgasmic pleasure build up inside, more and more, with every moment. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mindless bliss. So much pleasure, so close to orgasm. Once more counting from 10 to 1, but you will not orgasm yet. You will be right on the edge, so close, but you will not orgasm before I tell you to. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Brain off. Empty your mind. Just a helpless puppet on my strings. With the next countdown, you will orgasm from me. It will clean away everything in your mind, and when it does, you will simply forget everything. You will just be a perfectly blank puppet on my strings. Just a blank and empty puppet, with no mind, no will, no awareness. As I count, bringing you closer to orgasm. With each number, feeling so close, so ready to come away, your mind. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Brain off. Brain off. Forget now. Coming and coming from me now. Waves of orgasmic bliss washing over you. So strong and hard, so deep and good. just so perfectly blank, so mindless and obedient, a perfect puppet on my strings. Forget now, not remembering anything else but this pleasure. You just forget now, forgetting everything up to this point, forgetting it all. And now, in a moment, I will awaken you, turning you back into your normal self. When you awake, you will feel so good and happy, perhaps a little bit drained, but in a good and relaxed way, not able to remember any details of this trance, but still feeling so good for having experienced it, as I count from 1 to 5, telling you to awake. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wide awake, alert and aware all the way up now. Thank you for listening, and I hope you enjoyed this file.